Hey, what's going on guys? Covert Gaming here, and today we are back with a squad builder, and today it is an all-around Premier League squad builder. So it is transfer time. We're going to hit up some transfers. These will be either transfers that are done or are rumours. And obviously I'm doing it team by team, so we'll go more specific with them. This will just be a generic Premier League one. It'll be mainly the top teams, but I've also thrown in like the odd lower team in there as well as such. And what I'm going to do is, obviously the starting 11 will be like the best players. Social will be like on mentions that, you know, transfers that are coming in. Obviously, you know, not the best players, but some that are quite exciting for me. And then obviously the reserves will be Premier League players that are leaving to go abroad. That is what those 5 slots will be. So we're going to start off with Karius, who was just signed for Liverpool. If you haven't seen that video yesterday, go check it out. He starts in goal. Obviously, I don't know any other players, any other goalkeepers even that are going to come in to Premier League. I haven't really read too many rumours either for them, so I don't think many teams need a goalkeeper. Liverpool definitely were one of them. I think Everton are also one, but they've only been linked with Joe Hart as far as I've seen so far. So next up is a centre back, and we're going to kick this off with a bit of, if I can find him, Koulibaly. He's been linked with both Chelsea and Arsenal. Obviously, he's getting a team this season tonight. Been really good in their league, obviously, but he looks like he could be on his way to Chelsea or Arsenal. Next up is another player linked to Arsenal. Clearly, they need a centre-back to partner Koscielny, and that is Simon Kjaer from Fenerbahce. Hasn't really set the old world alight when he's been playing football. He played for Lille for a bit, done alright, played for these, and now he's been linked with Arsenal. Next up again is another centre-back for Arsenal, and that is Benatia. Obviously, Bayern Munich they've obviously got Boateng, and they've just went and signed Hummels, so it looks like them two are going to be like the main partnership now, 2 Germans. So Benatia looks like he could be on his way out. Arsenal rumoured to be interested in him. I think more teams will come in for him. Surely Arsenal can't just go for him. Next up again is another Arsenal player. I think that's it though after that, and that is Xhaka, who's been pictured wearing the Arsenal team, shirt, being pictured in London. Looks like he will be on his way to them. Another German player, this time going to Man City, and that is Gundogan. Apparently it's a done deal. I don't know how strong that rumour is, but yeah, apparently he is definitely going to Manchester City. I don't even know why. He's a brilliant player, but he's been injured far too much recently to be even worthwhile. Next up, we will pick up Sissoko. That is Musa from Newcastle. And obviously Newcastle have gone down, so it looks like he will be leaving. I'm expecting a lot of Newcastle players to go. I'm thinking Musa Sissoko, Wijnaldum, John Joe Shelvey, Townsend, and Mitrovic. I think all those will leave. They'll all be on big money. And I know Townsend and Shelvey signed contracts that meant they got the money either way in the Championship, but Newcastle won't be able to afford to pay them when they're down there unless they take a season of just a hit in terms to get back up. Next up, we will go with a player that is linked with Liverpool again, and that is Brahimi, mentioned in yesterday's episode. Obviously, I've talked about him a little bit anyway, but he looks like he's going to cost 30 million plus. And finally, we will go with an Atletico Madrid player. I don't know why he would leave them, but apparently it's a rumour, and that is Saul. Apparently, Man U are interested in him, in his services. We would be the highest rated, even though he's in fit team. Yeah, so apparently Manchester United are interested in signing him. I think it's something to do with the agents. I think it's got the same agents as like Mourinho, and also that becomes a rumour then, as you guys know. Next up, I think both these strikers are linked with Man U, and we'll start off with the first one who's just only linked with Man U really, and that is Zlatan. Good God, I would love to see him come to the Premiership. He would be crazy. Just him in general is crazy. His time spent anywhere is just incredible, whether that be to press conferences, to how he plays, the things he says. I just can't wait. I'm gutted he's going to be playing for Manchester United obviously, but if that does happen, I'll be made up to see him in the Premier League. The Premier League could go insane next season. And the other player links with both Man U and Chelsea, and that is current Everton player Romelu Lukaku. He looks like he will be leaving. He's come out recently and said, you know, I want to go and win trophies, and I don't think that's going to be here. Pick up his team of the season. And he's just basically come out and said he wants to leave. He wants to go somewhere else where he thinks that he can win trophies rather than staying at Everton. So, you know, look at those transfers. You know, I'm sure there's more that I've probably missed out, but just get on how amazing that team would be. It's very, very strong back three. A goalkeeper who was like the second best in Germany last season. The three centre mids, Saul, who's having a crazy season for Atletico Madrid, Gundogan and Xhaka, as well as the wingers in Brahimi and Sissoko. So next up, I think I'll do the players who could leave the Prem. Actually, no, we'll do subs. We'll do players that could still come in. And first up is Morata. Looks like he is wanted by Arsenal. I think he's really, really good. I think he's really underrated. He doesn't really get a game at Juventus either, because obviously they've got Mandzukic and Dybala. Morata kind of is like third choice, but he still gets a fair amount of games. I think he is a really, really good player, and that would be an incredible signing for Arsenal. He fits the bill perfectly for them. Next up is one of those players that is, you know, going to a slightly lesser team as such, and that is this guy Fischer from Ajax, and he's been linked with Middlesbrough, so we'll interested to see if they get him. That would be a crazy signing for them. Obviously, must be paying him a lot of money to get them to go there. And next up is Simon Zaza from Juventus. He has been linked heavily with Southampton. I don't know whether Pele is going to stay at Southampton or not, but they've been linked with Zaza pretty heavily. Next up, we will go with a goalkeeper from who could be back up to Joe Hart. I think Joe Hart's going to leave, but that is Rulli. Apparently they're going to go for him from Real Sociedad. Real Sociedad have been known for selling players, so I could see that one happening. And we will go with a right back. I don't even know if he's on the game or not. I think he is. Just whether I can find him or not. He may not be on it. Oh, there he is, João Mario. He has been linked to Manchester United. I thought he's a right back, but obviously not. He's a right mid on this anyway. Look at those stats. Wow. I only just noticed that. I'm guessing that's his team of the season. But 82, 81, 86, 86, 76 and 80. Almost past the whole gang for a right mid. You know, because he's right mid, it's only his defence that's letting him down. I know that's his team of the season though. So he's been linked with Man U. Obviously Mourinho's coming in charge. Portuguese link straight away. Next up is another player linked with a slightly lesser club as such, and that is Henriksen from AZ Alkmaar. Not Henrik Larsson. If I can see him. There we go, Marcus Henriksen. He has been linked with Swansea, another midfielder. He make up a good partnership with Gylfi Sigurdsson. And here is a player that I want Liverpool to sign. We have been linked with them a little bit, but I didn't include it in the last episode. Ooh. And that is Breel Donald Mbolo. Look at this guy. 86 pace. Only 79 physical in the game, but I think it should be way higher than that. He's obviously played for Basel, so they pretty much will sell straight away. But I think he's going to Tottenham. Tottenham will either get him or Berahino, and I would like to see Liverpool pick up him. I think he could be incredible in the future. Big, strong, and quick striker. So that concludes who's coming in. Let's move on to the players who could be leaving. And, well, he's not in the Premier League anymore, but I still class them at the moment as Premier League. And that is Andros Townsend, being linked with a move to Sporting Lisbon in Portugal. So that'll be an interesting one. Not many English players actually do leave the Premier League. So we will pick up N'Golo Kante as the next player. PSG links straight away. They do want French players, so that is a deal that I could see happening. Him and Matuidi in the middle would be crazy for PSG, but they do have Verratti as well, so I don't know what's going to happen there. Next up, Wijnaldum, as he's been linked with everyone since like Newcastle went down. A lot of teams would absolutely love to have him as well. He was linked with Roma though, so that's why I've put him in that bit there. Next up is Martin Skrtel for Liverpool, being linked with Besiktas and other Turkish clubs. Obviously he's getting on a bit, so I could see him going. And then finally, he's a bit of a wild card thrown in here, but that is John Stones. He could either stay in the Premier League or go. He's been linked with like loads of different foreign clubs as well. You know, a ball-playing centre-back is obviously a centre-back that a lot of like foreign teams love to have. So, you know, he is the last one on the list. But there you go, guys. That is our transfer Premier League team. And obviously, the subs also are potential transfers as well. And then the reserves are players that could leave the Premier League. If you did enjoy, as always, like and subscribe. And I shall see you in the next one.